Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Rear Admiral Tirak of the Dreadnought HMS Fearless as we continue our war of revenge against the Klingon Empire. And as you can see, we have very nearly cut the Klingon Empire completely in two. Not only are we holding a planet right here at 812, we're also holding a space station here at 911, which, interesting, which is a perfect position to help hold this line just straight across, and somehow randomly the Federation showed up at 613. So not quite sure where they came from, but hey, the Federation likes to take credit for things that they didn't do. So we're just going to pop up here, take this, and then continue on to the rest of the area. We are getting very close to that 10,000 we need for that Monarch battleship carrier, so let's push out into space and get this show on the road. Target a patrol out in the middle of random space. I do want to take this purely for the aesthetics of, having an entire line across all of the Klingon space. Hit that red alert, increase that speed, pop over to the shuttle conversion menu, and prepare a wild weasel as we increase our speed to 14, which is our cruise and charging speed. We do not have a target as of right now, so I'm going to drop the speed down to 13, increase the speed of time, and as soon as one turn has passed, according to in-game time, we will be able to overload the weapons. And let us overload the weapons. We are fighting a heavy cruiser. She is a Klingon heavy cruiser at maximum range, a D6DR. I don't think you're the drone cruiser, but you might be. So we will drop another point of speed and fire a probe just to make sure. Probes are free, so why not? Yeah, he is a drone cruiser. Not particularly well armed with anything else, but drones are, well, they're pretty nice. So let's get these fighters deployed, and we're going to deploy them on defense, because that'll thicken up our anti-missile defense system. This is one of the reasons why I've always thought that the Lyrans kind of missed the boat when they decided not to go into fighters. By going instead into pseudo-fighters, they lose a lot of point defense systems, because each one of these fighters is a whole bunch of Gatling phasers. There is not a Klingon ship in this game, I do believe, that can punch through our point defense system if we have these guys flying with us. So we're on course. Forward shield fully reinforced, dropping down a little bit more to reinforce a bit more. Let the little guys do the pinging. And they shoot down his missiles, open him up, and we wipe him out. Oh, whoops. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done that, because that just cost us 80 prestige. How much did we get for blowing that ship up? If it's not at least 96, I'm going to be kind of annoyed. And it was a grand total of 186. So we made 106 off that mission because we lost the fighters, and we have completed the cutoff. Now let's push off into Klingon space and start really, well, southern Klingon space anyway, and start slicing and dicing. We have completed the first step of Operation Cut 'em in Half 'em. Split in twain. Hit that red alert, increase that speed, and there's the convoy. We are escorted today by a fighter. No, better than a fighter though. The USS Rommel. Excellent name for a fast ship. She is clearly a new command cruiser of some kind. Oh no, she's a war destroyer. Okay, I'll buy it. Yeah, I see it now. I thought this was a two double photon torpedo racks, but in fact, it is a triple set, which is very common for the Federation war destroyer of this time. Are you an alphabet soup? Yeah, he's the alphabet soup. HDWSR, and then there will be 1, 2, 3, and like it goes on from there. The alphabet soup destroyer tier, of course, a fantastic set of vessels, each bringing an excellent amount of firepower to the table. Oh, we are also escorted by the War Bride, who started the game inside of us again. This is the second time the War Bride has not only been here, but started off basically on top of us. So, hi War Bride, I didn't realize you were coming along. He is facing off against a D6. Yeah, it is a drone cruiser, but IKV Avenger, quite frankly, is not going to be able to stand up to the Rommel. The Federation war destroyers are quite nice. They're very well equipped. Very beautiful ships. Fully capable of basically kicking your butt, taking names, and not caring about where it came from. So I'm going to set you up on you, and we're going to fire our single squadron of fighters because we lost the other one. And aim for the front of the convoy. We will have to turn a little bit more because by the time we intercept... Oh no, the fighter is also somewhat damaged. More damaged than I would want it to be. Our Wild Weasel is prepped and ready to rock. So let's increase the speed. We really don't need this overload. I kind of am regretting charging it, but now that we have it, we gotta use it. We have so much overloaded firepower. We must make use of it. Even though, like, there's nothing in this game that can survive that much firepower coming from us. How's the Rommel doing? The Rommel still has shields all around. Pop over to the Rommel, and doing quite fine. I am not hearing any sound effects, though. Oh, no, there it goes. He's only got a single red shield. I'm not quite sure. How is your forward shield? Can you see it? It appears to either be down or a red. This tells me it's a red, but the saucer section is hiding it quite convincingly. So the D6DB, the Avenger, on the other hand, is currently in a lot of trouble. He's lost his shield. His stern shield and his port rear shield are in, well, dire straits. He still has all his weaponry, but so does the Rommel, and the Rommel hasn't taken any internal hits yet. Let's pop back to ourselves and target this. Hi! I have 4 Hellbores that can't shoot at you yet because of my maximum range right now, because I overloaded these heavy weapons, is a grand total of 8. And at range of 8, we're not particularly accurate either. So here we come. Oh, we're also in the perfect intercept position, so they came to us, we came to them, we've met in the middle. It's all very beautiful. Beautiful and lovely, and long-range photon torpedoes striking the Avenger, managing to get some good proximity hits. Proximities, of course, are relatively simple to actually hit with, but we're going to give all the props that we can. He missed, but the fighters are now engaging the freighter's stern line. That one hit. That one missed, but another one hit. Let's get nice and tight on him. Hit him with as much Hellbore firepower as we can. And it was enough. Hit him with the fusion cannons. Target, target, target. Fire! That was enough. Set all systems to normal now, please. All systems select. Normal. Come to port. We must kill all of them. We've destroyed 3 of their freighters. Fighters are now coming up to this one. And it looks like the Rommel has said, you know what, Avenger, I am so unconcerned with you, I'm going to take on a freighter. So you know what? Let's, in that spirit, fly directly to... Shoot. There we go. Fly directly towards the Avenger and get ready to basically end his life. He does not have a point defense system, so I'm not particularly worried about anything that he's got. Our heavy weapons are not charged right now. We should, in fact, drop a little bit of speed. We also haven't been overloading any of our shields, which could prove to be bad, but given the fact that he's about to expose this red shield to me, I'm going to say not caring. So charging systems up. Nice gentle turn to port. Let the fighters take care of this. They didn't manage to kill it in one go, but I'm not too concerned. There goes Warbrad firing its G-type torpedo. And there, let's call the fighters on back. Return to me. Oh, we're about to get shot at. Defensives 3. Do I want to dump out the... Do I want to dump out a Wild Weasel? I could do it. Haha! Didn't need to. I was wondering whether or not I would be able to get away with that, and we were. We definitely were able to. So the fighters are now coming in, and they will dock with us at any moment, and we will fully repair them. There they are, back inside, but we only have a little bit left of the Avenger to take on. Quite frankly, he's outgunned, outnumbered, and outmatched. Is that going to be a problem? It is going to be a problem for the Rommel. The Rommel suddenly taking drastic damage, taking hits on through the stern. Not a good position for him to be in. Oh, I just realized they turned off because there's no more convoy. This has happened to us before, although the last time this happened to us, way back when, the enemy turned off and we were still fine. This was a very long time ago. I think it was back in Season 1. And we had to flee from the enemy, and then they blew up the entire convoy, and then they all stopped. So we picked off that, guarding his flanks, get on top of him, and rip him to shreds. To shreds, you say? To shreds. That's what a fusion beam does. Just absolutely butchers them. As long as you're close enough. Very, very close range weapon. 226 prestige, not bad. Not a great time investment, but not bad. Pop into the planet. What do we got? We got a convoy raid. I will definitely take convoy raids. I will take convoy raids up and down this border all day long. They're relatively easy. Get that red alert. And increase the speed up to our grandiose speed of the 14. Where's that Wild Weasel? In the pipe. What have we got so far? A freighter and a freighter. 2 freighters. That's all we've got. All we have to work on. It's a mystery, folks. Let's find the rest of this convoy. And the hidden jewels. I don't know, I was trying to make some kind of reference, but I ended up not really going anywhere with it, did I? We are not escorted today by anybody. Not the Warbride, not the Rommel. They have decided to go home. Although, to be fair, the Rommel did take a pretty significant hit right towards the end there. So we've got 4 freighters. I'm expecting to see more freighters. The fact that I'm not seeing freighters as of yet is somewhat concerning. Not hugely so, but a little bit. Like, where is the enemy? Is the main question. And I think there's our enemy. It is a heavy cruiser. It is a new heavy cruiser, the E7. Let's take a look at you. Oh boy. This class of vessel. This is the vanilla light cruiser destroyer. And it is, well, to be honest, hasn't been updated much for the mod. Could probably use a bit of a tweak. But that's okay. We'll kill him anyway. We're also going to say, fighters, go kill. Our Wild Weasel is done. In this fight, we may actually, you know, have to fight something, so let's go reinforce that forward shield to the max. Go away, fighters. I don't want you getting caught in this, because it's likely to be pretty ugly. And I think that we are looking at just 5 freighters at this point. Could there be a 6th one hidden somewhere? I don't think so. I think we've finally discovered the entire group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, the E7. I don't even know what class an E7 is. Like, we get it's a heavy cruiser, but like, what does it do? Like the MWDs are maulers, the D6Ds are drone cruisers, the D7s are supposed to be their all-around cruiser, but really, they're kind of obsolete. They fall obsolete really quickly. And the main thing that I'm convinced on is the fact that all of those phasers on the collar can only fire backwards. It has 4 phasers equipped on that collar mount, and they only shoot backwards. You can't even shoot forward with them. It's impossible. Taking some disruptor hits on the nose, managing to get right through it. He's also fired some light weapons fire from his phasers. More light phaser fire. I'm waiting for that missile launch. Come on, shoot those missiles. Alright, if you... Okay, you're a heavy cruiser and we just killed you in one go. I was kind of trying to save until his missiles fired, but they just never did. Red alert, hit the normal. We didn't even use one of our Gatling phasers. Oh, that's insulting. We normally use more firepower when we're trying to kill frigates. We didn't even just alpha strike it. We basically systematically fired. So I'm a little surprised we were able to kill him so easily, but I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouse. We are in the... Yes, a gift horse in the mouse. In the mouth. And we are going to continue after these freighters. Poor little freighters. You have no chance, and you know it. The Czechs Koros. You can die. Next target. This one is the furthest forward. And another freighter small. There's a lot of these. I'm expecting those fighters to be able to take care of that target without any problem. Do not disappoint me. The Praxis transport. Thank you. Last target. I guess you can't. So, nope, you did. Good job. Slow down speed. Click. Wasn't able to get to it. I was too preoccupied with slowing down the speed of time. If you don't slow down the speed of time, the temporal disturbance can spiral out of control. And 322 prestige. Very nice. Very happy with it. We obviously did not take the planet, but we weren't really expecting to. We'll drop down here. I know it's not the tile that we have been going after, but at this point I'm just trying to loosen things up. Also, I want to get to a, probably in the next mission or so, I want to get back to a dock to see if we have enough cash in order to buy things. There is a D7L, a D7 leader. This is the most powerful version of the D7. It's not. It's one of the more powerful versions of the D7, though. So we'll increase our speed to 14, prep all the things, doing the standard battle rattle, getting ready for things to rock, and reinforcing the forward shield, because this could be a fight. You never know. Not with a D7. Oh yeah, we do have to scan him. Yes. I almost forgot. I was just going to fly in and wipe him out. I was going to fly in, all cunning and stuff, and just blow him to pieces. That was the plan. It was a bad plan. Slowing down a bit, overloading the weapons. Of course we want to be able to absolutely wipe somebody out, just in one go, if at all possible. And to be perfectly frank, a heavy cruiser that is indeed Klingon is somewhat easy to do that too. Those weak warp coils. Oh, so prone to overloading, so prone to damage. I don't know who designed that system, but they made a mistake not taking advice from people who knew better. Like us, obviously. Actually, no, that's not true. We may be a little bit more resilient on that factor, I think, but probably shouldn't be listening to the Hydrants too much if you have fewer than 3 limbs per half of your body. 3 arms, 3 legs, 3 eyes, I assume 3 mouths. 3 genders. It's true. There is like a third-ish gender that is like for child caring and menial labor aboard Hydrogen ships. It's a very interesting dynamic. Very Star Trek. Just because it's weird, but it's not like in-your-face weird. So we're going to go right up into him. D7L. Yeah, I'm going to assume these are Phaser 3s. They might be Phaser 2s, but I would hope they'd be Phaser 3. Or, I meant Phaser 1s, but no, they were Phaser 2s, so we were wrong on that count. Taking the shots to the nose. He is probably the most powerful version of this ship that he can get. There is a couple of others. We have taken all the information that we need. Full power to shields. Kill. 143 damage. Right on through. Nothing to shoot yet. Come on. Stop. Beak on the blink. Just shoot. There we go. So if you look at that, he is now down to a speed of 4. We did lose the forward shields, which is pretty impressive. Everybody clap for him. He did well. He managed to break our shields, which is the first person who's managed to do that in this episode. And it was a one-on-one battle. So, props to the man. He did well. You know what? How many people do you have on board that ship? You have 9. Okay, if you survive this round of shooting and you're down to about 3, I will beam over to steal you. So, prepare yourself. He did not survive that round of shooting. Should have trained harder. Should have been made of sterner stuff. But he was not. He was no match for a mighty weaponry. A mighty fapa. 320 prestige. That puts us in a very nice place. And we neutralized the tile. So let's come on home. And let's go to the shipyard. We have a Monarch battleship. This is the standard battleship. The big, nasty thing. But what we want is this one. Why do we want this one? Because it carries 20 fighters. Although this carries 12 fighters and has more Hellbores. Ooh, that's a tough one, actually. In any case, it's a moot point. We can't afford it. Supply. Patch the nose of the ship. Missions. Let's go patrol, because I do not like Convoy Escort. Convoy Escort is so frustrating. The problem with Convoy Escort is that you have to basically win the mission when all your weak points are not on board your ship. So we will increase speed to the 14. We are on patrol. This time we're on patrol at home. On occasion you gotta do it. Just because sometimes you need to get things done at home. Is that a gunboat that I see? I see a frigate and a freighter. So this is a freighter apparently. It's not. It is an E4R and this is an F5Y. Ooh, you're a dangerous one. See, he's not anything huge. He's just a frigate. But the F5 frigates were a pretty decent line of frigates. I like them. And of course this is a tiny little gunboat. Not even worthy of our time. We'll still kill him. I mean, that would just be too rude if we were to just ignore him entirely. Oh, load the weapons. We're going to do this. Oh, nope. See? No, a D6U carrier version, I believe. Which, that could be dangerous. So let us get in proper battle rattle here. So increase the forward shields. Reinforce them to the max. Most of our weapons are now charged. We'll increase our speed to our standard cruising speed, or at least it will be once we deactivate the overload. I do want to hit him first, but it looks like we're not going to have a choice. I may have to run over this E4 first. Which sucks, because he's only got 3 phases. You know what? We're going to ignore him. You can do whatever you want, man. I'm just going to not pay attention to you. I'm going to bowl over this E4. The Wow Weasel is prepped and ready to rock. Not that we're going to use it, because I don't anticipate a massive amount of incoming missile fire that somehow overwhelms my defenses. We have a little bit of time until the D6U gets here, so hopefully we'll be able to use it wisely. Target, yeah, he's only got 4 phaser 2s. I'm not going to pay any attention at all to you. In fact, I'm going to have these fighters kill you. Attack. Kill. So he did fire most of his phasers at us, which means he shouldn't be firing many phasers at the fighters. We're going to go... They're already firing. We're going to go right at this guy. Oop, get back here. They took a little bit of damage. We took a little bit of damage too. I want to keep him away from this guy. They launched it! Crap. 2. That was dangerous and deadly, and you didn't want to see what that would do. He can cloak! Okay. Do not approve. Looks like the chieftain is going to have to take the last of my fusion lance. We managed to take out... Never mind. It looks like 3 fighters were enough to kill an escort ship. Return to me, please. Hopefully before this F5 wide... Ooh, yeah, he's deployed his fighters. He's coming out of cloak. All weapons select. Prepare to run him over. He fired everything he had, but he wasn't able to break through. So his plan was devious and evil, and his plan was quite obviously to fire his very powerful, very scary weaponry. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, let's start making tracks. Hit normal, and weapons officer, drop us a mine. Let's go defenses to reinforce all, 360. I want to just keep these fighters away from us for a little while. We are down to a normal load. Yep, look how they split. Look how they weave. Should be able to take advantage of things now. Now that they are no longer concentrated, they are less dangerous. They're not, like, super undangerous. They are still kind of scary. But we've managed to drag them out. That makes them significantly less dangerous. So we will dump another mine! What? What you going to do about it? Are you going to charge right into it? I encourage you to do this. So we are turning out. It looks like 2 of his fighters are trapped on one side of the minefield. 2 of his fighters are trapped on the other side of the minefield. Get ready to engage! Get him in nice and close. Fire! 1 group down. 2nd group. All weapons target. Nope, we're going to have to take the shot. Spread it out a little bit. Come around. Yes, he does get the heavy weapon treatment. Yes, I know it seems like overkill, but yes, it's worth it. That's pretty much the entire battery that he can bring to bear. Target the ship to our stern. Yeah, he's got 5 phasers. Slow down. Just a little bit. And we got another group of fighters coming in. Crap. Did we lose our stern shield? No, it's still active. Okay, good. Targeting another group of fighters. All weapons select. We should be ready to rock. Once you hit a range of 3. Now. More weapons fire, please. There we go. The G-type phasers were able to take them out. We've got 1 last group of fighters. We're going to hit them right on the nose. Ooh, we hit him with Hellbore. He did fire, weakened our forward shields pretty significantly. He's still out and about. Looks like he's going to be trying to take out one of our shields, but he is returning to the mother ship. I do believe he is, anyway. Let's get our own fighters back out into the wild black yonder. Fighters are deployed. So I don't like this whole strategy of you beaming stuff onto me. It's rather annoying. Do I have any Hellbores? Yes, we do. Stand by for a Hellbore shot. Increase speed, too. I don't want to be by this guy for too much. When the Hell... Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait till a range of 3. Yep, the fighters are going at it. Now. Okay, all enemy fighters have been destroyed. Now we're just on the Nemesis. Horrible movie. But the fighters alone are just managing to rip him open. Which is exactly what we wanted. Unfortunately, I'm also turning towards him with my weakened side. And we're going to pass in front of him, which exposes our weak and open stern. So come hard to starboard. Let him get out in front of us a little bit. And fire all the weapons. Phasers are not yet ready to go. But we can manage to lance at him with our heavy weapons. There we go. That caused something. He's down to just a few phasers. The fighters are doing wonderful little hit-and-run raids. Skimming in, firing their Plasma Gs? That would be interesting if they had plasma torpedoes. But no, firing their little tiny G-type phasers. But still quite effective. So we managed to take out that patrol. That was a pretty good patrol. I mean, they did a pretty good number on us. Mainly it was the transporter mines, but hey, you gotta give them credit for that. 332 prestige, and a tile held. Shipyard. Do we have the super expensive one? Can we afford it now? We can. Buy the HMS Palace. Dun dun dun! This is one of the biggest ships that you can have. The only larger ship would be a what class are you again? Just the lettering. The MNV Plus. That would be the only superior model, because that would be the X-type variant. Unfortunately, we're not going to have that. The Fearless and the Palace will both be standard ships, but we have achieved the largest carrier we can possibly get as the Hydrants, and the Hydrants have the best fighters. So, that's going to be it for an episode right there. We end gaining the Palace. Next episode, we will use the Palace to continue to bash the southern tier of the Klingon Empire. It looks like there's probably just a single planet and a single station. There might be another station down here. But we are in an excellent position, really sticking it to them. Going to win this war. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.